Hey now, what is up everybody? My name is Mike Brown, aka ReviewKingMB, and I am here to talk about and review, finally, Wonder Woman. Yes, Wonder Woman is a 2017 DC film that was directed by Patty Jenkins, and the plot is we meet Gal Gadot as Diana Prince, Wonder Woman. This is her origin story. You see her as a child growing up on this island of women, Themyscira. She's being trained to be a warrior, an Amazon, until Chris Pine shows up as Steve Trevor. He tells her about World War I that's going on Man's Land, and Diana feels too compelled that she just has to go back with him and help end this war, stop this war. Now, what I think of Wonder Woman is, you know, there is so much buzz about this movie. All of the critics are loving it. They're gushing over it. The fans are loving it. It has such a high rating on Rotten Tomatoes. People are saying that it's the best DC movie since The Dark Knight. And unfortunately, in my opinion, I have to say that I agree. I do. I love this movie. I did. I loved it oh so much. First, let's talk about Gal Gadot as Diana, Wonder Woman. I loved her. I think she perfectly embodies this character. I admit I was one of those people who doubted her when she was first cast as this character for Batman vs. Superman. I wasn't as angry and sending death threats like some people might have been. I wasn't at that level, but I still had my doubts. I still had my reservations. But then she impressed me in BVS. But then you still had some people saying, oh, well, that was just a couple of scenes. She barely talked. She barely did this and that. She can't carry her own movie. And obviously, she proved everybody wrong here. She was great. She not only carried the movie, but she was able to carry not only the weight of the serious scenes. They do take like the war and aspects of the war and how dangerous it can be, what it does to people and the effects of it. All of that was taken seriously. She plays those emotional moments very well. You're with her through all that. But then there's also humor in this movie. A DC movie with humor? What? I know, but they play that well as well. It's perfectly integrated. None of it's forced. Chris Pine as Steve Trevor was great as well. He had to carry a lot of just the human aspect of the movie and the plot. And he was, in a lot of ways, the humor. He brought that humor, and I thought he was very charismatic. This character, one of the villains, Dr. Poison, played by Elena Anaya, and she was fine. I will say that if I did have any complaints, it's probably the villain aspects of the movie, and I feel like at first it's a little maybe too straightforward, or you feel like you're watching these villains and nothing really special is going on. Danny Huston, who's a great actor, always plays a villain in like every movie that he's in. As much as I like the actors, maybe I just kind of thought they were flat until there is a point in the movie where the villain gets more interesting and gets better. The action scenes, I love this. I love that there are some really good action scenes, a few here and there that I can vividly remember and imagine and just think about how good especially some of the war scenes are. You see it in the trailer where Wonder Woman goes out there on the battlefield and she's dodging bullets and she's using her shield. Those scenes where she's sliding across the ground with the shield and just beating soldiers up. But it's not just a big, huge special effects action movie. There is a lot of character development. It's very plot heavy and story heavy, and it's Wonder Woman heavy, and that's what was important. It didn't feel like the studio was trying to shove this in there and shove that in there. Oh, make sure you tease this or you reference that. No, this was just her story, a much needed story like hers to tell. My rating for Wonder Woman, I'm gonna do it. I'm not saying it's a perfect movie, no, but it's a better than sex. It's a better than sex because this could have gone so wrong. This could have been terrible, really, it could have. But DC knocked it out of the park, and I feel like even though I've been liking the DC cinematic movies, I've enjoyed them. I recognize that not everybody has, but the fact that everybody is coming around with this movie, the fact that everybody is enjoying this one, loving this one, embracing this character especially, this movie is a big leap forward for not only superhero movies, but what you could do with a big female lead and character. I loved it. Let me know in the comments below if you've seen Wonder Woman. Did you like it? Did you love it? Are you one of the few who didn't like it? I doubt it. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Later!